More lies from Reddit. It's bizarre how even when they have video evidence, they still can't help but lie. Let's take a look at the scene right here. You can see this man's right hand. You'll be able to see his left hand clearly enough, but for this one frame, you can see that his right hand is completely open. Now, I want you to look at this post right here. It says, effing brutal. That guy saw a little girl turn and run while a cop swung a baton and stepped towards her. Yes, the cop swung a baton towards a little girl and stepped towards her, is what he's saying. His instinct was to get in the way and protect the man, not the police officer. So the cops circled and beat him nearly to death.
Amazing. Every word of what you just said was wrong.
This is the hand that's holding a baton, allegedly. That's the man. You can see right there his left hand's also empty. Here's his empty hand again. And there's the little girl. The little girl, which to me looks like at least a teenager, maybe a grown woman. And a man getting in the way. I mean, is the cop even grabbing at the girl to begin with? He's certainly not reaching at her with a baton. Right? Now, let's watch the man get beaten nearly to death. Oh, hang on. That's a totally different man. Wait, did you see that? That guy got in the way, right? This dude gets pushed back. I mean, he clearly he looks like he's being pushed by a cop or someone into the guy with the flannel suit, who was the man who stood in the way, the man who was beaten nearly to death, the man who's completely untouched and totally fine. And then they take that man, and they drag him away. You can't really tell what's happening to him, but apparently he's being beaten nearly to death, according to a Reddit comment. That's him being beaten to death. You can't see what's happening. Now, here, we see someone grabbed and arrested. Off screen, we have no idea why they did that. We can't see anything. There's no context. I'm sure Reddit can give you the context, which is that he's totally innocent and all the cops are evil fascist Nazis. Now, nothing's really going on here besides people slurring and shouting and screaming. And a lot of women shouting like, hey, hey, like they're trying to break up a fight between their cats or something. But the title of this video is Chicago PD arrests multiple people on behalf of ICE. I guarantee you they did not know the context that they acted on behalf of ICE after they raided an entire city block in the Little Village neighborhood. One of the neighbors detained can be seen being choked by CPD and telling the officers that he can't breathe. Now, first of all, here's some spoilers. If you can tell someone that you can't breathe, you're a liar. You need to be able to breathe in order to speak. It's like talking while decapitated or talking with your lungs filled with concrete. If you can breathe, you can speak. If you can speak, you can breathe. So it's clearly a lie to say that you can hear someone being choked, that they can't breathe. But we don't even know that it's them who said that. We have no idea who said that they can't breathe. But listen to the audio. You'll hear someone say in a muffled voice, "Chogu, chogu." You have no idea if it's the person saying it or what. And you also can't see the person being choked. They look like they're curled up on their stomach, right? They're going to look like they're curled up on their stomach. You can't see whether or not they're being choked. Of course, the Redditors can because they have X-ray vision. But all I can see is a bunch of cops standing around this dude like he's that white girl on the meme couch. Like, he's curled up on his stomach in the fetal position. Like, is he being choked? Does that look like he's being choked? He looks like he's covering his head like he's a child in a tornado shelter. Like, that doesn't look like someone's being choked to me. Now, I'm going to cut it back here and be quiet so you can hear the audio of the women screaming. And there it is. Some horrible woman screaming, "You're choking him!" And then shouting, "Get the F back, bitch," to a police officer. And why? Did you hear it? You can hear, "I'm choking, I'm choking." You could hear him, someone, maybe not even him. For us, it could be one of the police officers saying it. You honestly don't know. But you can hear someone saying, I'm choking, and then all of these people commanding the police officers to obey them. These total nobodies commanding the police officers to obey them. They start screaming, choking, choking, like it's like a George Floyd moment all over again or something. It's it's just like, what do they think they are? Who do they think they are? They're nobodies acting like they're heroes. And this comment, the top comment, is like weirdly to saying that the police don't realize they're being used as bait. The Redditors don't realize they're being used as bait. Like, what else is the point here? The point that I see is a psyop designed to trigger Redditors and left-wing extremists into thinking that this is police brutality and that they need to rise up against the government. But what I actually see is a man who's probably paid off by the government, honestly. A man who's curled up on his stomach and someone saying, I'm choking, I'm choking. And everyone saying, oh, well, he's talking, so that means he must be choking. And it must be police brutality. And then them screaming like lunatics. What I see is people saying that collaborators should face the same charges as those they protect. But you're saying they're not protecting them to begin with. Very clever one-sentence comment there that's been awarded and upvoted. Why are the police doing this? It's like they feel like they've been betrayed by the police. Do you not realize just a few years ago, I mean even now probably, but everyone was saying that all the police in the entire country should be defunded? They should be defunded because they did one or two cops did something that you didn't like, so all of them should be defunded. Why wouldn't they do this to you, honestly? This is why nobody likes the cops. No, that's really more of like a Hollywood trope that mostly centers around people who are profiled against. And to be fair, people who are profiled against do have a reason not to like the cops, but that doesn't mean they're all bad. And that doesn't mean this is wrong. They're just calling them collaborators now. Instead of calling them police officers or Nazis or anything, they're calling them collaborators. So where's the line? When a church can call me a Nazi because I'm silent and therefore and not standing up for someone, why are the police been given the luxury of being called collaborators? I mean, like the flip flop is unreal. I mean, you're a Nazi, you're a collaborator, you're silent, you're like. They legitimately believe that they are in Nazi Germany. It took so little for people to get to this point as well. So very little. Almost nothing, really. And they have no idea that the era has completely shifted from way back when in the early 1900s to what it is now. Like the scope and technology and everything, it's completely and totally different. It's not a situation you can solve with torches and pitchforks. It's certainly not a situation you can solve with whistles and accusations. Oh my god! Black police showing up for the white cop. Dude, what the F is up? I've seen Mexican ICE agents too? This has got to be like a troll post or something, right? Like that's got to be some sort of satire. Like, Pritzker, where are you at? Best get on this. Yeah. Just blow your whistle loud enough, and Pritzker will come to make up a story. Maybe Mamdani will show up. I just don't, I totally understand, like, some people not understanding what's happening here, not paying attention, being too stupid to really, like, grasp all the information. Some people. Because, you know, people are generally stupid. But this amount of people, I like, 13,000 upvotes, 2.5 thousand comments. This was posted 3 hours ago. Here's the same thread. The exact same thread. An hour later. From 13,000 to 20,000 upvotes. From 2.5 thousand comments to 3.5 thousand comments. In an hour. Like, how did they not realize it's a psyop? How did they not realize that they are the collaborators? The willing collaborators in their stupidity. Or naivety. But in this case, I think naivety really is a sin. So I want to make a quick little bit about this particular video. I have no idea what the context is here. Two dudes just come out of nowhere, tackle this guy standing there. It looks to me, moments before impact, it looks to me like he's holding like a lantern and a strobe light. I have no idea what it is. There are people who ask in the comments, and people respond with the most absurd things, like whatever BS they can say to make ice look worse. But no idea what he's doing. He does get tackled pretty rough there. For all I know, this guy has an outstanding warrant for molesting someone from 5 years ago. Like, I have no idea who he is. For all I knew, 15 minutes prior, he threw a rock at the ICE agent or something, or whoever this is. I mean, they say ICE agents, but it could be whoever. I have no idea who he is or what he's done. They're not going after anyone else, just him. Now, it looks bad, but you don't know the context. And that's my point. ICE bootlookers be like, where's the context? What did this guy to do to warrant that reaction? Really? So you're saying that wanting context for something makes you a fascist? Interesting. I mean, it sounds very fascist to say that you're not allowed to have context to me. It sounds fascist for me to say, like, you're not allowed to think, just do what I tell you to do. Doesn't that sound fascist? That's what he's saying, basically, or she. And the responses, some of which just like, oh, his outfit, whatever. Some of them are inexcusable. Why that guy? Some people make up excuses for why they did it, like this person. He's the closest to the line of federal property, which means that they can tackle him over the line, and that makes him trespassing. But that's a completely fabricated lie that they've made up. I mean, theoretically it could be true, but it's fabricated because they don't have any proof of it, and they're obviously just making it up. And of course 10 people upvote it. But what I thought was really funny about this is not just them saying that you're not allowed to have context anymore or else you're a fascist, but also I'd love to see if any of these masked thugs would be willing to drop the gloves and fight in a one-on-one fight. Yeah. Yeah, do you think that Rainbow Jacket there looked like a strong contender? I would not put money on him. I'll be honest. So always people saying, take off the masks and identify who you work for. Remember who you work for. Sorry. And who do they work for? Who does ICE work for? You think saying the president works for you because you're the taxpayer means
this
anything?
isn't really
No.
about politics.
They don't work
to
for
me.
you. A lot of my Reddit related commentary, it's just about the people in the echo chamber rather than the politics that they're talking about. So this thread is saying all Republicans defeated as Democrats sweep 3 key states. I think the term defeated in politics is a bit grandiose, but whatever. Now, this should be a thread where people are happy that their side won, but instead it's a thread where people talk about how all Republicans deserve to die, which this is really what I'm trying to get across with a lot of my videos. The previous section about the ICE agent getting a talking to, it's not about the politics, it's about attacking people, it's about accusing people. You don't even need to be right or wrong, and the result of that is you're making people into what you call them. You're turning them into what you call them. And look at this top post here. Anyone else notice the Russia pro MAGA bots that are out in full force the last day or two? It's a left-wing echo chamber. Like, who do you think is more likely to be on a left-wing echo chamber? Left-wing bots or right-wing bots? There's definitely going to be both, because there's going to be some psyop set up to cause dissension, and that's going to require bots on both sides. But don't you think there's going to be more Democratic bots in a Democratic echo chamber and more Republican bots in a Republican echo chamber? But you only see the Republican bots, right? You only see that when you want to. Isn't that interesting? Needless to say, a lot of this, as it always is ridiculous, pointless accusations. But this one, but 2 of those were already blue states, so who cares? Well, people who care about context care. They didn't like defeat people and sweep the state. Like, it was already a blue state, so it's just par of the course, wasn't it? I mean, it's the framing of it that makes it sound different. So it's reasonable to care about that. A lot of these, like, good, F the Republicans. I mean, did you need to say that? Are you a bot? Going to be a lot of cheating allegations. They can sit on it and spin. Yeah, the Democrats made a lot of cheating allegations as well. And they've certainly tried to spin a lot of things. There's just so many, like, F all conservatives, every effing one. They think they're going to destroy the US. We will destroy them. Really think about that comment. The thought that went into the creation of it, or the programming that went into the creation of it. Keep it up, America. Drive this diabolical, criminal Republican Party out from every single corner of our government. Now, if you were to say that about the Democrats, wouldn't that sound fascist? So they're saying they want to completely eradicate the entire Republican Party, just to be clear. They want a single state authoritarian system where the Democrats rule over everything. That's what they just said. And they just said they want to kill all the the Republicans, sorry. So you see a lot of these posts where that's all they say. This is so awesome. Republicans got to be totally triggered. They can eat crap and die. This is the progression of a post. This is so awesome. I'm glad we won. Republicans got to be totally triggered. They're such losers. I hope they all die. Like that what? It's three sentences. Three small sentences, and they just transition through three completely different emotions. It's hypocrisy, and it's proving the Republicans correct. The Republicans often prove the Democrats correct, but the Republicans are the majority, and the Republicans are currently in power. You don't want to prove them correct, especially not while threatening to completely annihilate them as you accuse them of being monsters. It's just not a smart move, and yet the Democrats keep doing it. They can't help themselves but do it. Well, I failed again to find any kind of good news on Reddit to end the video with, so here's a self-censored gif of a cat. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Take care now. Bye-bye then.